Okay, now we'll go to the video question. All right. Take it away.
Hello, Mr. Prager. My name is Seijin Shiratori. I'm a 34-year-old Prager Force member living in Japan. I wanted to deeply thank you for your book, Why the Jews. It's given me a lot of courage at a time I really need it. Right now in Japan, the left-leaning mainstream media has been putting a lot of pressure on the government to try to have my church, the Unification Church, dissolved. Things haven't been easy, but your book reminded me of how terrible it was for the Jewish people. My suffering is nowhere near theirs. I really want to stand strong for what I believe in so that I can honor them. Lastly, I wanted to ask you a question. What is your opinion of the Unification Church, aka Moonies? Something I wanted to ask you for a long time. Thank you and God bless you.
Well, Seijin is a big fan, if I may say that, in Japan. And I appreciate always your very intelligent questions. He has another one, and that is, what is your definition of a good person? I want to personally become a good human being and raise my son as a good person as well. My understanding of a good person is someone who is honest, hardworking, humble, responsible, and courageous. Would you say your understanding is similar? Thank you and God bless you. I thank you for reading Why the Jews. It's not one of my best known books, but it's a very important one. Because if you understand why Jews have been hated, you will understand why America is hated and why people who have created something often a little better or been more successful are hated. As George Gilder, in one of the great Prager U videos, one of the greatest thinkers alive, George Gilder, in his, I think it's his Prager U videos, The Israel Question, said, Israel is hated, he said, because it really has made the desert blossom. And you have two choices when you meet a person or meet a people that has been more successful. I don't mean made more money, though that might be part of it, just more successful. They have made something more out of life. You can say, gee, I would like to do that too. Or let's destroy them because it bothers me that people who have done better have succeeded. That's the hatred of America and the West by people in America and the West, not people outside of America and the West. Something better was made, and they, instead of furthering it, they're destroying it. So thank you for reading that. As regards my view of the Unification Church, I don't know a great deal about it, but I am somewhat familiar. So let me just tell all of you my general response to what do you think of any religious group? And the answer is, I judge all religious groups by only one criterion. I have other, I take that back. I have one overwhelmingly important criterion. It's not the only one, but it's the biggest. What type of people do you produce? I judge trees by their fruit. I also care about the teachings, the morality, the theology, but I don't judge that. I don't judge theology. Obviously, your theology is not my theology. I speak at Christian institutions constantly. Obviously, my theology as a practicing Jew is different. But they don't care, and I don't care, because we are committed to the same values. So my only question is, are you a better human being because you are a member of the Unification Church? Better, by the way, in the same way that you define it, all those traits of honesty and integrity and courage. Courage is a big part, and wisdom. If so, why would I have anything against your church? By the fruits you judge a tree, and that's the way it works. That's certainly for me.